at Universal Studios Hollywood, and not only are we here to explore the park during the day, but we're sticking around for Halloween Horror Nights tonight, so make sure you watch the whole video to see some of that event as well. So today we upgraded our tickets. We had a Halloween Horror Nights ticket for tonight, but we upgraded to a new ticket option for this year, which is the 2 p.m. park entry. So it's kind of a hybrid ticket. You get to go to the park partway through the day and then also stick around for Halloween Horror Nights with some additional perks like being able to go into Super Nintendo World during the event, as well as getting to access some of the haunted houses a bit early. And so a little tip from us, we were here early and they actually let everyone in at 1:30. So if you do get that ticket in future events, make sure you arrive early because they might let you in.
And as is tradition, I know we've only come to this Universal Park once, but traditionally we go to do the studio tour first, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
We got a flood coming.
Alright, we're off the studio tour now. It was pretty awesome as usual. We've come straight to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and picked up the essential butterbeer. Guys, we saw a lovely performance in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but now we've headed all the way back down to the lower lot, and for the first time ever, we're going into Super Nintendo World. Let's go! This is amazing! First songs, I know it's been about 5 seconds, but immediately
Pretty cool. Theming is amazing. There's one ride here in Super Nintendo World and it's Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, which we definitely want to do. It's about 60 minutes at the moment, which isn't too bad, but we're actually hoping to line up for some haunted houses in the not too distant future. But we do, with our ticket, get access to Super Nintendo World between 7 and 10 p.m. tonight. I think it's actually exclusive to our ticket, I'm pretty sure. So we're hoping it'll be open during then and hopefully a shorter wait.
Guys, we've seen our fair share of amazing theming. Generally that brings you into movies like Avatar, the Avatar world in Animal Kingdom, or recently the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. But this is the first time I've been brought into a video game and they've done a very good job. I've been transported back to childhood. I mean, not necessarily actually back to childhood. I play Mario Kart all the time. It's amazing. And it's bringing me into that video game right now.
I think it is often the case here that to get into Super Nintendo World you need a virtual queue ticket which you get through the app, and it's not hard to see why because it is so packed in here. The land is really cool, but it's very small, which means the crowds fill up and there's not a lot of room to move, so I'm not surprised that they use the virtual queue every now and then.
Now there is a ride in the Super Mario's world, but we're going to head out of that world. At the moment, we're going to try and go on Jurassic World ride, and later tonight, maybe we'll pop our heads in and try and go on the ride.
Those post-Jurassic World films were the wrong choice, I have to say. So Jurassic World, right before we start lining up for haunted houses, was probably the biggest mistake we'll make tonight, hopefully. And I'm in jeans, and we got front row, of course, that happens when you don't want front row. And we got saturated and it wasn't even on the big drop. I don't think I got wet at all from the big drop. It was on the drop before the big drop. And I'm pretty wet and the sun's going down, so I'm probably not going to dry. So this is a bit of a replay of Halloween Horror Nights last year in Orlando. If you haven't watched that video, we'll link it up here. But we went twice, and we went the second time because the first time it rained so hard that we were so wet and cold we had to go home. And I'm hoping that's not my fate tonight. So with our ticket, like I mentioned earlier, we get to start going to Halloween Horror Night houses from 5:30, which is when they open. So we're here waiting in the low lot. That's the front of the line. Just up there. We are so close. We're going to be one of the first few in tonight. Which is where there are 4 houses down here. So there's The Last of Us, Stranger Things, The Exorcist, and some sort of holiday one. I can't remember what it's called. So we're going to start down here and then head up to the upper lot, hopefully once we've done all 4 if we get really lucky. But first up, we're going to wait for The Last of Us. Now, the video is about to get a little bit spooky spooky. Spooky season is here. If you are young, I'd maybe recommend turning the video off now because Halloween Horror Nights goes hard and there are definitely some very violent and spooky and graphic themes. The Last of Us. I might already sound different and I feel like I'm already losing my voice from screaming so loud, but that was pretty cool. Definitely very gory, as you'd expect with what The Last of Us is. I have not seen the TV show, but I still really enjoyed it and it was definitely a lot of scares.
Yeah, it was really good. I have seen the TV show. It's more based off the game though, but it was very, very good. A lot of jump scares, a lot of those ugly creature clicker type things. It was very, very spooky.
But now we're going to try and get on Stranger Things, which is the second biggest one here in Hollywood. And a positive of Hollywood is that they do let you film, so we're trying to film without having any lights, so closing the screen of our camera, but hopefully we can bring you some footage of the houses as well.
This is by far my most highly anticipated house. Stranger Things is one of my favourite shows. I'm so excited for this. I'm not disappointed. I kind of expected it to be longer, but I'm not disappointed. The sets were amazing. I just think we had a bad run because there weren't heaps of scare actors in there. I also thought that we would hear some Kate Bush, but there was none of that. But it was still awesome, and if I had the chance, I would definitely do it again. There was a lot of Vecna, a lot of scares. In fact, I got such a fright. I've given myself whiplash, and I've got a really sore neck. So I think that is a successful scare house.
Okay, we've taken a brief intermission from going in the haunted houses to come back to Super Nintendo World. I am pretty confident our ticket is the exclusive access during Halloween Horror Nights. And we just went on the Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge ride. It was pretty cool. I've never seen technology like that before in a ride, so it's very cool. I have to say, kind of wish it would be a little bit better, but there is one scene, spoiler alert, where you're on Rainbow Road where I was like, this is pretty freaking cool. So definitely glad we got to pretty much walk onto that ride. But now, leaving Super Nintendo World, through the green tunnel, and back to spooky season. Monstruos. We'll walk through Monstruos, which is the Monsters of Latin America. It's actually a 5-minute wait at the moment. It's the only house that's anywhere near that low. I think the next one is 30 minutes. So we'll take a walk on. And that is because we come to Hogsmeade in the dark, and word on the street is that there are Death Eaters hanging around. For So we did the Universal Monsters Unmasked. It was pretty good. It's probably had the most number of scares of all the houses we did. I'd say not as scary as The Last of Us, but so many jump scares, so it was pretty cool. They also had this cool feature where they had like string hanging down, so you kept like thinking stuff was touching your face and there was different effects, but it was just these bits of string. But it really threw me because you get so focused on the string that you're trying to swipe that away and the next minute you get jump scared, so it was pretty good. Purge, which is the show here at Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood. It is on the water, so if you've seen Waterworld before, which is the daytime show, it's the same set, so it is on the water. Lots of pyrotechnics and stunts and like that. Very gory. I was not expecting it to be gory, but there's a lot of blood and yeah, it was pretty cool. It's very different to the one we saw in Orlando last year, which was more of a stage-based show, but it was still good. I'd say I probably preferred the one from Orlando last year, but still definitely worth seeing if you do have a chance during the night. I think there are at least 4 show times, so lots of opportunity to see it. Yeah, but we're now heading down to ride the Tram. It's had no wait all night, so we're not expecting like amazing things, but we thought, why not? We don't kill them, we put them outside. Hey, they're so bad.
Alright guys, we got done with the Terror Train. It was fun. It was a walk on and that's why I can justify it. I probably wouldn't wait more than like 15 minutes to do it, but it was a fun time. The story was kind of around bugs. That was kind of freaky. Bugs were trying to kill humans. And I didn't know this because we've never come here for Halloween Horror Nights before. But you actually get off the Terror Tram and you get to walk through a few things. So that was fun. And it's really cool because some of the sets that you get to walk through are things that you see on the Studio Lot tour, like War of the Worlds and Bates Motels. So that was really awesome. And we are now going to do Holidayz in Hell. And we finished our last house of the evening. It was Holidayz in Hell. It was not bad. It's had a pretty consistent wait time throughout the night, 30 minutes. We got some good scares in there. I think I saw a leprechaun, so that was cool. And I had a pretty terrible smell in one of the rooms as well, so that's always adding to the experience. But with that, that is the end of our Universal Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights experience. And it was a great time. Definitely different to the Orlando one, different vibes, but really fun in its own respect.
In just 2 days' time, we are actually heading home to Melbourne for about 2 weeks. Now, by the time you're seeing this video, that will have already happened because, you know, we're uploading in a delay. We'll already be back on our next adventure, but we don't actually know what that is at this current time. You'll be seeing it along with us in our next video. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.